Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while. Uh, Working now, so that's pretty good. Got my first check for the year. Finally,
Finally.
I know. Finally,
Took you
working.
the end of the month to get your first check of the year.
I know.
That's scary.
Did I tell you that the school started doing Zoom? I don't know if I mentioned that, but they started doing Zoom now. But
What do you mean?
however,
What do you mean?
we're doing Zoom because of COVID, because of all that spike.
Didn't they already do that before?
No, because we were
Oh wait,
going to
wait. You're
class.
talking about
My
your school.
my school.
I thought you meant like the school
No, no,
system.
not school. No, no. We're talking about my school, the
Mm,
JTC.
mhm.
But we just got an email today saying, okay, guys, come back to class.
Mhm.
So now it's going to be person to person. Now we have to catch up to two tests
Mhm.
that we do the same day.
Okay.
And God dang, they're like 40 questions each. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, but sitting there for 7 a.m. till 4:30 is kind of a pain, you know?
I mean, we did used to do it, but
True, but the
this is
same
different.
teacher, the same student. However, that wasn't that bad as the last Zoom meeting we had was Zoom class. It was from 7 a.m. till 9:30 p.m. The Zoom class. Now, that's like, you may say it's exaggerating because, yes, there's some breaks into it, like every 2 hours, like a 15, 10-minute break. We have our lunch, our 30-minute lunch, our 30-minute dinner, whatever. And, but we have class.
Are you talking about Zoom or real class?
No, Zoom. A Zoom class. We have Zoom day class and Zoom night class that same day.
7:30 to 9:30.
Yeah. So it's like about 14 hours, right?
Yeah, that's why I was like, when you said that, I thought it was just 2 hours.
Huh. Who's that?
It's a bit less outside because you never brought it back inside.
Is that Starling?
Starting's outside.
I don't know.
There could be a dog that looks like.
That looks like Starling, but is it Starling?
There's no way Starling went outside. She went inside unless she came out.
Well, I would never know because I don't have my phone with me, so I can contact people. Yes, folks, we're witnessing a dog outside that may look like my dog, but you know what? She'll be okay. I'm pretty sure. Um, but yeah, Zoom class, but now it's in person. We're doing our boards now. When I say boards, I'm talking about that. Uh, when you go to school,
Mm-hmm.
there's certain ranks you have to meet and require, right?
Mm-hmm.
That way you can get a pay raise.
Mm.
You need 1,000 hours and 6 months worth of school, and you get next pay rate.
Mm-hmm.
Then another 1,000, you get next pay rate.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, it's like every year you go to a whole year of school, and another 2,000 hours of work, and then you get another pay raise. That's pay raise because it's a pay rate. In other words, you start at 54% of German's wage, then 56, then 58, 59, well, whatever's the rate. I don't know exact. Don't quote me right now. Other than that, you also get the yearly raise from the local. So basically, they collect a bargain and say, hey, we want our workers to gain another dollar this year, or $2, or better dental, or whatnot. Last year, they agreed upon $1.15 for last year and $1.20 for this year.
What's different?
No, that's how much they said to
No, but
raise.
you said 115 and 120.
Yeah, that's the with that was their bargaining. Like what we settle, like both parties settles for $1.15 for the first year
Yeah.
and $1.20 for the next
Oh,
year.
that's what you meant. Okay.
Today is February. No,
Now,
actually, it's not February yet. It's still the
yeah, that's what I
last day
said.
of January.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But May 31st is the last day for them to have their contracts renewed
Mhm.
for the following year.
Mm.
This year we're gonna get $1.20. So as soon as it hits June 1st, that's the first day of our new pay raise. So for me, it's a double pay raise because I get $1.15. Well,
Are you sure? You're gonna get
scratch that. It's not $1.15 for me because I'm not getting full journey wages. I'm getting a percentage. I don't know what it is. I think it's like 66%. So if they give you, to make it easier, if they give you $1,
Mhm.
you get 66% of it, which is 66 cents.
Okay.
So I'm getting 66 cents because I'm getting paid 66% of a journeyman,
Mm-hmm.
right? But not only that, I get a pump rate, pay raise because excuse me, I'm going from third year to fourth year if I pass, right? So I get that pay raise too. So that's another from 20 to $23.82 plus 66 cents. So the new rate will be like around $24.48, which is not bad. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because when I work overtime, then it will be like around $36 an hour. And I work Sunday, so it'll be freaking $48 an hour, which is not bad. I mean, it's pretty cool. Mm, let's see. But yeah, that's the pay raise, the pay rate, whatever. There you go. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it because I told you we're doing on boards. Boards basically, when you hit the fifth year, they want you to already go take your journeyman test. That's a requirement to graduate.
Yeah.
Now, there's two different pay rates. You can either get I think 90% journeyman wages,
What is it?
whatever the amount is. Like say, just saying, let's say journeymen are getting paid right now $100.
Mhm.
And they say if you pass your e-boards of 90 and above, we're gonna give you 90% journeyman wages, meaning 90% of $100,
Yeah.
$90 an hour.
No, that I knew.
However, if you don't do it, then the rate will be, I believe they said it was like 84 or 82% of journeyman's wages.
Okay.
So now think about it, $90
Mm-hmm.
if you pass all your boards,
Mhm.
or $82 an hour, which is an $8 difference.
Mhm.
That's a difference, I think.
I mean, any amount is a bigger difference.
I mean, a quarter. You think a quarter be a difference?
40 hours a week.
That's barely like
Quarter.
$10.
Yeah, and then 52 weeks. Assuming you don't take any vacations.
Like at least
500,
400 to 500.
520. But you get taxes
Yeah,
taken away from you.
like 400.
But there is the possibility of tax return possibility depending on your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
So, assuming you do just get it back, 520, that's a bill payment for something.
Well, maybe you don't think technical. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
It's just
right.
like you don't see it.
But that takes a lot of detail and more like being optimistic about that.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's what we're doing right now. The boards are like separated right now. Third year we're doing our bending skills.
Mhm.
Fourth year I think they're doing motor controls, and I think fifth year they're doing transformers. There's a total of 6 boards, and I think 2 boards each year.
Mhm.
Bending is one, and then wiring is the other one. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, I'm taking that next week actually.
Okay. So, since COVID till now, like how has your track to getting that complete been affected?
What do you mean?
Well, from what I remember you telling me was that you couldn't go to school because you were really weak that time, and then you had to take a test, and they fortunately let you take a test the day after everybody else did.
Well, there's probably a confusion because there was supposed to be a test, but it was on Zoom now, so you can't take a test when it's Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I'm feeling better, dude. Like that little taste I told you, the smell.
Mhm.
I don't smell it anymore. The thing, god damn. Thank God it doesn't. I don't have that anymore.
Mhm.
I mean, there might be a hint,
Mhm.
like a small hint, but tolerable.
Was
You
it a
know?
test or was it just a class meeting that you missed out? And you saw
It was just a regular class.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
That's it. That's why it wasn't a big
I
deal.
thought there was a test along with it.
Mm-mm. No, there's not. I did a review, but that's about it.
Mm.
Other than that, I'm doing okay. I mean, my legs are not weak. They're not weak,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been
A bit sore.
not sore. Like they've been giving out a little bit more. I don't know if I haven't exercised enough. I mean, I worked already 2 weeks. I think about 2 weeks.
Mm.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
It might have been because you essentially haven't been working for an entire month, more or less. So you don't have the normal
Yeah,
strength anymore.
probably.
You're gonna have to like wait
But
another
I'll be
month or two.
either I can feel my muscles like spasm or like a cramp. I always get cramps on my left leg,
Mhm.
but now I'm getting cramps on both legs, and that never happened to me, like ever. All the cramps I have is always the left leg, but now it's both legs. So I don't know if it's a coincidence or whatnot, but it's there.
Mhm.
And sometimes like I want to fall off the ladder, I'm like, oh no, okay, let me get that.
Mm, okay.
But yeah, but everything's going good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So lately, there everybody's talking about the snow, but I don't think there's gonna be no snow this week. Will there be
It's
snow this year? I don't know, but supposedly it's supposed to.
well, we're 2 weeks away from the anniversary of last year's snow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it landed on.
It was Valentine's Day.
Yeah. No, we can't forget that day,
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Snow.
It was kind of perfect, and
Yeah.
then you realize,
Yeah.
and then you
It was
realize
perfect, and
you
then
realize the
everything went
ramifications.
downhill.
Yeah, it was like, oh my god, for all the people like celebrating Valentine's together, this is kind of a happy moment, and then that happens. Like, oh, we're fucked. All right.
Hey, probably texted was like, I'm just copying what y'all do in relationships
Mhm.
during Valentine's. No, but when was it? Like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, they said, "Oh, guys, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna rain. It's
Yeah.
gonna sleet and everything like that." Nothing, dude. It was cold. Don't get me wrong. It was like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
That was kind of cold, and it was windy actually that day.
It
It
was
was super
definitely
windy,
windy. Yeah, it
but
made
no,
things cold. Yeah,
but
real
it
cold.
didn't. There was no black ice on the roads. There was
Yeah,
no
thankfully not.
literally no ice
There
on the
was
road.
some rain, but it wasn't enough to be.
Which is funny because it rained 2 3 days after it was super
Yeah,
cold,
yeah,
and it wasn't cold no more.
yeah. So
That was funny. It's like
yeah,
they didn't match together because I think if it would have actually rained that day,
yeah,
it would have been a problem. But
definitely would have.
not a huge problem, but it would have been a problem for most people who don't know how to drive good.
I think it's more the fact that nobody around here has winter tires.
Well,
They
that's
have the all season tire, which really does nothing much. It's just convenient in a way,
yeah,
but it's not like as good of winter tires.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this week,
Now this
Thursday and
week,
Friday, they say there's some winds coming in.
yeah,
I don't know if it's strong as before because
yeah.
before it was like 35 to 40 miles an hour.
Mhm.
This one's I think it's between they say 10 to 15, right?
What is that about? 10, 15 what?
The
Wind
wind.
speed?
Yeah.
Now I didn't check. What I was checking was the temperature. Like it's supposed to rain and it's all supposed to be like 24 degrees, but they happen in 22 degrees. Damn.
Yeah, I was just looking at it right now. Thursday is gonna
Yeah.
rain. I don't know.
Wednesday and Thursday are gonna rain. However, from what I saw, like schedule wise, by the time it gets below 28 degrees, like it's already stopped raining.
Well, they said it was gonna rain super hard today, but it never happened.
It kind of rained.
They
It was
pushed
supposed to rain.
everything to Wednesday,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
The way I saw it was like it was guaranteed rain, but I think they never mentioned how severe. It was just it's gonna rain. That's about it. And it probably did rain in other parts. Not
Maybe,
here.
but not bad.
Yeah.
It was just drizzling.
Yeah.
Well, right now in San Antonio, it's just saying that it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
However, after the cold front, which is the Arctic cold front,
Yeah.
then it's gonna rain the
Mm.
following week, which is
Mhm.
funny. But no, it doesn't tell me the wind speed here. Oh, 14. Yeah, that's what I said. It's gonna be 20. It's gonna be 20 on Thursday. 20 miles per hour.
Yeah, estimated for the moment.
But then Saturday's gonna be okay, and Sunday's gonna be all sunny. Not bad. So Thursday and Friday is what we have to look out for. You work those days, no?
For the moment, I do work a few of those days. It doesn't really matter too much to me.
As long as you have those thermals. I keep wanting to buy that sweater. You put the battery on and heated jacket.
Yeah,
But with this season, I mean not season, but more like this
It-
weather is like on and off, on and off, on and off.
yeah,
You're like, is it even worth it?
yeah. It's like obviously when you have it and you use it, it's like oh my god, yes. But
Yes.
it's just like it's for like 3 days, 2 hours each day, at best. Because otherwise it'd be too much and you're like sweating and yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, Right now I'm looking at a backpack that I bought
Which is
uh, for
why?
work.
Why did you? Okay. What does this do?
One of the reasons I've been wanting to buy a backpack, and now we're
Mhm.
switching. I know the subject real far away from the weather, but I was it's because I was looking at the phone right now and I saw my Home Depot, and I forgot I was supposed to pick up some items from Home Depot. It's concrete actually, so I'll probably pour the concrete tomorrow. But remember I told you about the because I have a business cash card, right?
Yeah. Actually got one.
And huh?
Actually got one.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't give me a badass credit limit.
Mhm.
They gave me like two, right? Like two bills.
Okay.
And I spent half of the promotion because they were saying you spend 3 grand, you get 250, and it's not bad. Only if you're already gonna spend that kind of money,
Mhm.
right? And it has 0% APR for like what 9 months, I believe, which is not bad again. And I mean, COVID hit, so I lost a whole month right there.
Yeah.
And I just saw the statement. Well, the statement didn't generate yet, but I saw that the closing date on the statement will be February 3rd.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh dang. And I bought like what do I need? But not something like, oh buy whatever to reach the 3,000. No. Well, I needed materials, so I got all the materials I could.
Mhm.
Insulation was gonna purchase,
Mhm.
and buying the sheetrock was
Mhm.
almost the same price too. So I was missing like maybe a few $400. That's when I texted, hey, I texted when I was left like 1,800 left, but
Mhm.
I bought all the materials, and I was like, man, I need something else. What do I need? And I was like, well, it's a rental place, so I took it Excel because I like Google Sheets.
Yeah.
Google Sheets pretty cool
Yeah.
because you can take it anywhere.
Yeah.
But sometimes I want to be like offline and work on it.
Yeah.
And I can't do that with Google Sheets, or I don't think you can. You can. You can transfer it to Excel, but I didn't have Excel
No, you can do.
product.
You can use Google Sheets on. Oh, it's a mobile app. I don't know if you can do it on a desktop app. I don't know.
You can do desktop, you can do mobile,
Yeah.
but I wanted Excel. So I was like, you know what? I'll buy Microsoft Excel.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They said that they're selling the 360 Microsoft Microsoft 365 bundle, like the whole thing.
Mhm.
That used to cost like $399 or $300
Yeah.
for a low payment of $55 only.
That's nice.
I don't know if that's a good price or not. I mean, obviously from like 300 or 400 down to 55 is a good price.
Mhm.
But you know how people say, oh, it's MSRVP of $100 for only $10, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, I bought it the one time though, not the yearly one,
Yeah.
because I don't like the yearly one. Bought it
Yeah.
one
It
time,
sucks.
low cost, efficient,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, I'll write it off on the rental because
Mhm.
I'm gonna use it for the business anyways.
Mhm.
And then I was like, what else do I need? Has to be something that I really need. And I was like, oh, you know what? My backpack is breaking apart already.
All right.
Some of the zippers are not catching on no more.
I'm more surprised you said how to try to fix the driveway.
No, but that driver is a lot of dude. If the addition costs so much, the driver is gonna cost more too.
I'm just saying, at least just so the dogs don't get out. Like
The
they already
dog's gonna
have.
get out. Whatever, the dog's gonna get out. Even
I
if
know
you
if they
fix it,
dig, yeah, but I'm saying
the front, yeah.
like at least self-leveling
No, but
cement or
I
something.
probably need like a professional, like to re-landscape the house.
Mm.
Ain't nobody got the time. It's only gonna raise property taxes. It's not gonna make me money. You know.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I mentioned before. Probably I don't know if on this line of podcast, but I mentioned that I'd rather spend money on rentals,
Mm.
like renovating them, versus my house.
Yeah.
Unless I'm gonna sell my house within the future, like within 10 years, yeah, I'll probably fix my house, and that'll be a good investment. But
Yeah.
it's not top priority right now. Like I'm supposed to paint it, but I haven't been painting it.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, anyway, so I bought a backpack and it pushed it to a point it was 3 grand.
All right.
But I don't know the rules where it says like it has to be already charged. You know, because when you buy some stuff online,
Mhm.
they don't charge your card until it's sent or chipped.
Uh-huh.
So
You
freaking
you may need to get something else that would
But how can you get something else when they already allocated that price, that money to
Mhm.
that specific thing? I'm hoping they'll go by the purchase date. They
Mhm.
actually purchased on this day. Not oh they took the money at that day. So right now I'm playing like a wing it. Like, hopefully they give me 250.
Mhm.
Only because I don't know their terms.
I mean, was it supposed to be within the first 3 months?
3 months.
How long have you had the card?
Since November.
It'll probably be done by then. Yeah. I mean,
Because
November, December, January, but yeah, you probably will get it sometime mid-February.
the first payment was November.
Yeah.
That closed on December 3rd. That's one.
Yeah.
So the next one closes on January 3rd.
Mhm.
That's two. Now this one closes February 3rd.
Mm.
So that's 3 months.
Mhm.
So hopefully, I have 3 days left. So hopefully it goes through. We'll,
I'll figure something
we'll
out.
find out. But no, yeah. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
What about you? What are you doing other than work and sleeping and playing games?
Well, I'm not. Well, I guess it is playing games, but not by much. It's more like tormenting myself by doing a self-repeating task every time. But besides that, two things really. One is continuing on with what you said about taxes and everything. Every once in a while, I'm looking at a different article that somebody just like. I'm not reading it in depth. It's just like here's a headline. That's it. And then some people comment on it. And like the more recent one was you talking about taxes here. Like Texas, obviously, it doesn't have an income tax, which to most people is like, oh, this is great, until they see that they have a property tax, which now you get fucked with by that in comparison to other states where um, they don't have, they either don't have a property tax or they do, but it's not that high percentage, but they have an income tax with it. And so with that, you think, oh, okay, so what does this mean? Well, if you're aware that there are people moving to Texas, and it makes sense, then one of the things you don't realize is there's also people moving out of Texas. And then the question is, well, how many more people are moving in comparison to moving out? And apparently, in this article that I saw, the state of Texas has the second highest move in and the second highest move out of all the states.
Okay, so just listening to that,
Yeah.
second highest move in,
Yeah.
second highest move out.
Yeah.
But that doesn't tell us which one of the two
Yeah.
is the highest. So between those two, which one's the highest?
They probably mentioned in the article, but I didn't look into it.
Because if it's move out, then I don't know.
Yeah, there's that. But you think, well, wait, why are there so many people moving out? Well, first of all, it is a big state. And eventually people think, oh, yeah, this is a crazy state. I'm moving out of this. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, from 2020 to 2021, the property taxes increased by 28%.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, okay. And luckily, I haven't raised anybody's rent. I mean, I have actually. Never mind, scratch that. I have raised the rents to accommodate um, the rise of property taxes and the rise of insurance and whatnot. But next year, well, this year actually, 2022, supposedly they're gonna lower the tax rate,
Mhm.
so it could be less. But then again, I'm not really informed about how they calculate it.
Mhm.
They can say it's less tax rate, but saying like, oh, instead of increasing another 20%, we'll increase it by 20% instead. You know? And I think now the mortgages are actually raising their rates too. It was like a 1.49 or 2.25 up to 3, right? And I think they raised it up to 6%. Was that right?
I don't know anything about taxes and anything around here. It's like, I never had to, but I have thought about eventually owning a home. And then I started doing more math on it. Like, there's a mortgage payment that I'm going to have to do. I have to get insurance. I have to pay for utilities. And I have to also factor in the cost of my insurance for my car. And then if anything ever happens to it, I'd have to be able to get a new car. And
So you're assessing the cost and the.
yeah, so it's like the more I think of it, it's like I don't make enough money at all to.
That's a big move, dude. That is a big move. That's something you have to save.
No,
Which
because
technically you do have saved money,
I
which
do
would not
know.
be mentioned, quote quote. But
No, I have my own money saved, but that's not even it. Like, it's like that's just a
the
down
upkeep.
payment.
That's the word. The upkeep, right?
Yeah, because like even if that's what it was, like the upkeep, basically just the monthly payment I'd be doing, and it had to be for 30 years, because at least if I wanted a reasonably low amount, it'd be 30 years. But the thing is, it'd have to be like very outside the city in order for me to get it, and even then, it's a question of like, well, A, am I willing to be there? B, if I am I willing to suffer any consequences of that? Primarily anything that lives around there
So
and anything that tries to live into my house. Uh,
the question is, would you prefer now with all the upkeep costs and whatnot? Would you prefer
there
an
is a sense of
apartment
freedom.
or
No,
a
I'm never
house?
getting an apartment. I don't trust people enough. Though it's weird enough, I was willing to live in a dorm. But I
Well, it's
thought of it as
different.
different. I thought of it
Yeah,
as a
it's
huge
different.
difference because it's like, okay, there's a bunch of other college kids that also have to follow the same rules. And I doubt anybody's stupid enough to bring in an item they shouldn't. I doubt,
Well,
but
you
that
know,
doesn't mean it won't.
that's all mentality though.
Yeah.
Because in the end, everybody was once say either a college student or roommate for whatever.
No,
You know.
but there's a difference because in an apartment, there is the possibility there's a gas stove and also an electric kettle and electric.
Well, the apartment is basically just a house, but with all these houses connected together.
Yeah. Now you're risking not knowing who your neighbor is and them just leaving it on one day. Now the entire house is on fire.
Okay, now you're thinking far ahead about
Yeah.
possibilities. No, I got you. Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I don't want to live one.
Me personally, I don't like apartments because I want my, I want the house, cool, but I also want a little land to have all my stuff to put in, right? And the difference between here and apartments. Well,
Yeah.
I've never been in an apartment again.
Yeah.
Between that and college was that I really didn't have anything at college dorms. I just had the bare necessities.
I didn't. I had way too much stuff.
Oh, you had the TV. Oh,
And-
yeah, you had the cooler. You had
Well, the cooler was already in the.
computer. I never had a roommate, dude.
You ever had a room?
Not like in the same room.
What do you mean?
Our rooms were different. We're like, so you open the door,
Yeah.
there's the living room,
Oh yeah. I think
remember?
I remember that. Yeah. Because like,
and then on the left there's two
but
rooms.
it was a campus dorm, right? Or did you have an apartment?
No, no, it's not an apartment. It's just actually a campus dorm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But yours too was a campus dorm too.
Yeah, except I had a roommate.
We actually had the roommate. Like, you had to sleep together. Well, I mean, not in the same bed, but in
No,
the same
you,
room.
You had to sleep in the same bed. Yeah, they forced you.
That's what I tell myself at night. It's okay. No, but no, we had our own rooms.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool because I had the fear
forgot
of
about that.
roommates. Like, oh man, I'm to sleep with them. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna
Yeah, I remember one of the things like
comfortable.
Here's the thing: I was worried about my roommate stealing my stuff, and he was worried I'd steal his stuff, and that was like funny to me.
That is funny.
But the thing is, he was the one who was willing to get a lock. I wasn't. I was like, I just kept making sure my shit.
I bet anything when you saw him with the lock, you started smiling. Like, how?
But the thing is, he had a MacBook, like the all like the highest end at the time, like all the trims and cuts out
Yeah.
equipment. I didn't. I had
the Lenovo, no?
I had the Lenovo. It was pretty good, but it's just that eventually you think to yourself,
Assess, discriminate. He's poor. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this motherfucker's gonna steal my shit.
The thing is,
Get a lock.
he never brought in a TV into it. He had his PlayStation 4, and like he'd use my TV, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, because I didn't really care too much.
That's weird.
Why?
He brought a PS4 with no TV. Oh, he brought
But it's because I think at the time, like he saw I had my TV, and so he's like, oh, I don't need to bring my TV then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not same day. It was like probably, I'll bring my PS4 and probably ask him if I can.
Yeah. That or he's gonna just hook it up to the main lobby one. Which I mean, it's kind of nice because at least then you don't have to like rent it out from the dorm room manager or whatever.
Yeah.
Lobby. There was a lot of things. It was weird. It was kind of nice in a way that you could if you wanted to, but at the same time, it's like it has to be available, and then like it was probably a time limit, but I'm not entirely sure. Whereas like at least if you had your own, you'd put all your games in there.
You know what? We both have different, I guess, experience because you had a shared bathroom, right?
I had a community bathroom, and I had a. It's not called a shared bathroom. It's a different term, but I hated that one. I love the community bathroom the most. It was so awesome to me because for 2 years I had a probably it was a shared bathroom. I don't remember what it was, but basically, I there's two rooms. In the middle, there's a bathroom. The thing is, each room had two bedrooms. Each room had two beds in them. There is no wall separating it.
No, of course.
And then there's two doors, one on each end for each room to get into the bathroom.
Hmm. So basically, a sandwich. The restroom was in the middle.
Yeah. So nobody would clean it.
Oh, that sucks.
And then every once in a while, the other roommates would just like, well, I eventually figured out who it was. It was just one of them. Like they forget to flush. It's like, ah, you took a shit and you forgot to flush. Whatever. But it's like I'm pretty sure I'm just bound to do it eventually, where I just forget. It's gonna suck.
But usually, if somebody forgets because they're either playing on the phone too much. Yeah. Well, I don't know because I don't know. I met people who don't even use phones. Yeah. And forget to flush. They're probably thinking about something else.
Yeah.
But no, I've been to that type of dorm before though, like one day only. Yeah. You know what? I actually slept once with a share roommate. You know what? Scratch that. I didn't lie. I forgot. What was
it? For a day or for like
it was for a school. We had to go to a school. Mm-hmm. I think it was Texas State. Yeah, it was Texas State. We were supposed to sleep in their dorms, and we slept in the night. And it wasn't bad. The other guy was pretty chill, so we just kept to ourselves. Mm-hmm. I'll sleep, and he'll sleep, whatever crap.
The more I think about it, it's much weirder than I ever thought about. I had to sleep next to an other guy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I mean, like, in comparison to your situation where everybody had their own room, you could lock it up if you wanted to. But I had no choice but to have another roommate in the same room. There is nothing dividing it except for you locking up your stuff, and that's about it.
If you go to survival mode, you'll be like, can I trust this guy? Yeah. Am I
No, you kind of have to because
trust him that he will not suffocate me or go on a PTSD rampage to the point he will suffocate me with a pillow.
So here's the thing.
I didn't thought about that, but thanks.
Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. What I was thinking more was like, if he forgets to lock the dorm room.
Oh my God! Yes.
If he forgets, or if he loses his key, which fortunately the rule is that whoever loses the key has to pay for it.
No, yeah, of course.
Which makes sense because you'd be able to prove who has the key.
Yeah.
Because everybody's carrying their own keys.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But there is the inconvenience because now you have to wait for them to change out the thing, and then you have to get a new key, everything.
No, yeah.
So yeah, and so there was the collab. Maybe that's what it was. Something. Share bathroom, whatever. I'm gonna call it that because I don't think there was another term. I think I'm misremembering something. But yeah, share bathroom, worst experience. It was on the 5th floor. It was the most expensive thing I ever had. And I thought at the moment that it was a good idea. But then you realize nobody cleans the bathroom. And you have to make sure you bring your own toilet paper because, like, otherwise somebody else is going to use yours.
And no, I believe you that, bro, because I'll let you talk a little bit more. But I used to have a toilet paper and the 4 ones, right? I put in the restroom. Yeah. But they'll freaking use mine up first before they use theirs. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, hell no. You have to be selfish. Like, no, I'll provide one. And I'll use yours too. And I'll switch it out. Like, okay, my turn, whatever. I'll take turns, whatever. That's fine. But no. But yeah.
But like looking back in it, like we could have made a better compromise because we could have at least told each other like, hey, this is what's probably going to happen. This is the rules. Because you essentially would have to talk about to the other room next to you. but we never did. We kind of had it, but we never went through it because we were like we just trust each other to do it, but we never did it. The only good thing about that bathroom was the fact that both sides had a lock.
Hmm.
So as long as you remember to lock your end, they can't get through yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You
was
know,
it.
my experience, dude, the first year,
Mhm.
well, I mean, the first year I had people that I knew from high school.
Yeah.
I mean, were they my best friends? No, they're just people that I know in high school. So it
Yeah.
was kind of, like a little less stress relief. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry too much. Um, then the next year, because I only been there 2 years in the dorms.
Yeah.
The next year, I wanted to make it more clear based on the first year
Mm-hmm.
experience, which I can go into in a bit. You can ask me a question, I probably won't remember, but I told them in the front, like, hey guys, like, this is funny because I got the same room again,
Yeah.
the same room for everything, and I told them, hey, I've been here before already, my second year.
Yeah.
Everybody else is the first year. I don't give a shit what y'all do, like all I care is like stay out of my room.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to touch my stuff, you ask, at least ask. My food is, I mean, it's open to anybody you want, but don't be selfish and eat all my food.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wait, so fridge. What kind of fridge do you guys had?
the mini
'Cause-
fridge, but we had to buy our own, like get our own.
what do you mean?
Everybody, no, you know what? No, there's two fridges. Oh man, I can't remember.
No, because for me, it was a mini fridge for me and the roommate. So we kind of had to make sure we divvy up what space we all got.
No, ours was everybody had to provide their own fridge, and we kind of communicated. Okay, I'll get the fridge, whatever crap.
Oh,
That's what it was, I think.
well, that's weird. Wait, what happened to your mini fridge then? You sold it?
Yeah, I sold it for like $20 or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Like the other guy has to trust whatever the fuck you did.
Because, like I said, past experience, I can tell you later. But I told him that you can use my fridge, you can do whatever you want. I mean, and I told him about the drugs too. Like, drugs, I don't give a crap what y'all do. I mean, just don't be dumb and get caught here because then, they're going to frisk everything. I don't want my stuff to be frisked. Um, and I was being blunt all the
Mhm.
time. But taking that direction, they looked at me kind of, what do you call it?
Were you the asshole to them, or was it more like you're paranoid?
No, I
What's
probably been looked like as
like you would be the
like a
one to do it?
dick.
Oh,
Like, man, he's uptight. What a prick. Whatever.
I kind of get their idea, but it's like just hearing your stuff. It's like, nah, that's perfectly fine because like I don't want that
Well,
shit
see,
after
it
me.
depends how they raise, because a lot of people they don't live exactly how you live. It's
Yeah,
different. But it lasted okay, and
whatever. It seems like
um,
there's a story.
no, there's no story. It's just
Thankfully,
we never talked to each other at all,
yeah,
which was more awkward than the first time. The first time, I mean, my first year, it's people that I know.
yeah.
We'll party up inside the room, boom, boom. I mean, the first 2 months, 3 months, break in.
Mhm.
Then it'll be like your own thing. Everybody's stressing your, oh, I have to get this right, get this right.
Yeah.
And I'll get my roommates pissed off too without me knowing, and I'll
What'd
get
you do?
mad. And I don't know. I did an action because I was eating tuna one day.
Did you microwave fish and
No, and I just cracked it open. I closed the door so it won't smell. It fucking still smell across, and they're pissing me off. And they'll do little pranks.
Mhm.
And no, one day I just snapped, and it just set the mood from there. And then I'm like, oh man, I'm not the type of guy that won't come to you to say sorry or whatnot. I'm like
It's
expecting
definitely
like,
difficult.
hey, sorry in my head. Sorry, you should know already. Basically.
It's like I'm talking to you. I know what happened. Let's move past this, please.
See, I can't do that. Well, I mean,
No, no,
in
no,
those days,
no,
I
no,
can't
no, no.
communicate that.
I mean, indirectly. I'm not saying like you're saying that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not saying indirectly. Like you, me. I know what happened. I know you know what I happened, but I'm assuming you know that I have to put it to side whatever happened before.
Yeah, but
And
they're not
we-
mind readers. I mean,
It's kind of the thing because it's honestly.
then again, it goes back to like how you were raised and how
It's not so much
things are
that. It's
bring up.
just it's more like the you may put too much assumption into how you think about something and how you think other people will think
Well,
about
you
it.
never seen that experience where like, oh, I have to tell him right now, and then you hold it off, or to the point like it becomes hours, days, weeks, and a month? You're like, screw it. You should know by now, or oh well, whatever. F it. What I'm talking about?
Yeah, that might be how people still think about other people as assholes. And it's like, because
Yeah.
you never said anything about it. And so it's like, it doesn't matter to you. It's just another day for you. You're going to continue doing that way.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's kind of hard to see the other side, because it's like, you're just thinking, like, I'm talking to you. I think you know what happened. I'm not going to say I'm sorry to you directly, but I am saying, please forgive me for that. Can we work on this next thing without saying those words?
Yeah. You know, also, uh, there's like more stuff you can talk about, like in school life, dude. Like, really, like you can get into it, like into it to the point. This is one of the points I'm telling you. Like, oh, you can really get into it.
Yeah.
Me and Dad, we always get into it. We always bump heads
About what?
anything. You could be anything. Who's right, basically. I mean, I'll go off with them.
The real problem for
And-
me is that I have to fight in Spanish. I'm like, oh, that's losing ground.
No, don't talk in Spanish. You lose. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That they didn't know English that much, or speak at least. But
They're
Say
getting,
someone
they're getting
instead.
closer every day.
but no, dude. Me and Dad, we always bump heads. We always argue about everything. Like, who's right? This is your fault. It's my fault. Whatever. But the more was away of them, like away.
Mhm.
You know, I'm at college like
Mhm.
for a whole week or 2 weeks straight, and they'll
Yeah.
visit or I'll visit, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it gives Dad more time to reflect things. I mean, it gives me more time to reflect things too.
Yeah.
To the point like, because I mean, if you see the relationship now,
Yeah.
like literally just a big ass difference.
Yeah.
Like big difference. But between the difference of living with them for the 18 years versus going to college for like a year and a half in dorms, and going with them maybe 50.
Wait, you only went
Days
to
out of
college
the day?
for like 2 years?
Well, dorms wise. Because the third year I started living here back in San Antonio, drive to Texas State.
That's
back
what it
and
was.
forth.
I could have sworn.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why.
like, when did this
But-
happen?
Yeah,
Because
but,
I only went to your college dorm once,
Mhm.
and then I slept underneath your bed. I think that's funny.
Did you?
Yeah, didn't I sleep underneath your bed? Because we ate Chick-fil-A once there with the nuggets. And I was like, okay, this is okay. Because you love the nuggets. I didn't really care too much about them. It's like, okay, cool.
I'm trying to remember. I think I had like one class only. And I told you want to spend the night, stay here, right?
Yeah.
And I told you, stay here. I'm gonna go to school real quick. Come back. We can eat those. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember now.
it was kind of cool.
Oh my god, all that
Was it
swipes.
Oh yeah,
The one day, remember the one time
yeah.
we have all these swipes. I had too much swipes. Like, let's get all the food we can.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a good
See,
day.
that's a different difference. Because you had swipes, I had an actual card balance.
I didn't have that. I mean, we had the option for Bobcat Bucks, but
Yeah.
we didn't. Use it.
Ours was Bevo Bucks. And the thing about that is that there is an actual amount, and it only comes with it if you have a dorm room. So there's there's a big difference between that, because like that's a conflict of interest to them in a way.
I
Because
think
like,
mine was like $3,000 though.
but the thing is, you run out of that money quick if you're not spending money to get groceries, because the price for the food, you just wouldn't eat as much if you just relied on the Bevo Bucks, purely on that.
I'm remembering the freaking buffet they had. I don't know if I took you to the buffet.
I think you
At a
did
school.
once.
Oh yeah, because you had the bread with the gravy on top. We tried the omelet. I don't wait.
I tried
omelets?
that.
I think you tried the
I remember
omelets.
going there. I don't remember what I got.
Oh
remember
my
those
god, that
pizza.
buffet! I don't know if it was like a double swipes or whatnot. But I made it worth it.
Yeah,
But
because I remember going there once. And that's about it.
mhm.
And I'm surprised you never invited me again. But at the same time, stuff happens.
Dang, I would invite you, bro. Cause I mean, I said I will, and I would.
Yeah, there's always next
Cause
time.
it's a lot of food. That's a lot of food for swipes. 'Cause I want to eat like once or twice.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Those swipes made me fat. I thought my mom made me fat. Those
Yeah.
swipes made me fat. I gained like literally. I was like 180, and I came out of there for like 240, dude.
Oh.
60 pounds, dude.
No,
Come on.
that's kind of similar to me because like I went to college, and I was like the last time I remember was like the year at high school. We measured weight. I was like 180, and then I eventually measured my weight again at the end of the school year, and I was at 210. Like, what the fuck? What happened freshman to 15?
Y'all lied to me. You said 15. Y'all said me 60 or your case 30. What the
Yeah,
fuck is this shit?
I know. It's like, God damn it, man. Why? But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of good. But the thing is, I kept eating the same thing over and over again.
You know what? I don't know. Some people can say you're probably like stress eating. And I'm coming to think, I guess I'm convincing myself I was stress eating. I'm like I'm at school. I don't even have a job. I mean, I have the scholarship. I need to pass this test. I'm worrying little stuff that I shouldn't be worrying about.
Basically, it's a returning cycle of things. And the thing is, like, you eventually notice you're hungry or you're not full, and it's like, I get something to eat right
We
now.
call that mania.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
I don't know, but I always use mania because I know. You know what's
Mind
funny?
your own business and eat.
No, mania. Dude, mania.
I heard that word, but I just...
mania. It's funny because I say mania and I know what that means in my head. Like, I understand that word. Mania is like, say, if I can put an example, eating tortillas. You're already full.
Yeah, but tortillas are awesome.
No, that's not mania. Mania is more like, okay, I'm going to eat tortillas right now. That's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's because you're used to it or...
No, you never used to it.
No,
You just started
mania.
it.
God dang it. It's gonna bother me now. Mania. It's not mania. It's a
So while you're thinking about it, I'm gonna go bring back 20 minutes ago.
All right, go.
And basically the bathroom situation. Community bathroom was the best for me, and I only had it for 2 years.
Habit.
And what?
Habit.
No. Because like the first year I had a community bathroom. The second year and a half, I think. No, I had 2 years with that one. Because I went to college for 5 years, unfortunately. It took me 5 years. The first year, it was a community bathroom. And for me to have that community bathroom, I was in the basement, and the bathroom was in the floor above. So it kind of sucked. Because I have to always go there if I wanted to take a shower. I had to bring my clothes. The thing is, I was right next to the door that led outside, because it was the staircase there. And so if I took a shower, I have to make sure I get out of there and into my room as quickly as possible so that nobody would open the door and let in the cold air while I'm still freezing cold. So that sucked. So the second year, I eventually thought, okay, I'm going to go and get myself my own bathroom. And I did not understand what that meant at that time, which is where it turned out there's 2 separate rooms connected by a bathroom.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, okay, this is fine. Until 6 months in, they finally cleaned the bathroom because they will clean it, but only once at the end of the semester.
Oh, no, that because they don't want to get all that upcharge and all that stuff.
What are you talking about, upcharge?
Don't they have a cleaning fee service? Like if your room's messy or something like that.
I have no idea about that. But there is something like that. But no. I mean, like the school takes care of it. The dorm room takes care of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they'll have like their.
Yeah,
they will monthly.
They will cover cleaning the bathroom, but you are still in charge of cleaning your room and having everything organized.
No, I'm gonna do. I'll try to keep the restrooms clean as possible.
I never did.
I don't like people going after me and cleaning. Yeah. Not my roommates, but like the actual like janitors, right? Yeah. Coming in and cleaning, right? Yeah. I don't want to leave them a mess, so I clean, not perfect, but I clean enough where they come in and it's super easy for them.
Honestly, I wish I did that, but I never did. I'm a monster. I live with it. I have no choice. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure I'd still do the exact same thing because, like, oh, well, that's what they're getting paid for. But at the same time, I'm not going to make a mess for them. It's like,
no, yeah, I mean,
like, don't be a monster.
Do your weight. I mean, you know.
Like, just, clean it like you would at least if you went to somebody else's bathroom.
Yeah, be curious.
Yeah, it's like.
Courteous.
Because in a way it is. And, like, don't be the asshole and shit on the floor just because you can.
Oh, my God, I know, right?
Yeah. But besides that, and I did it for 2 years. And both years, I always had the roommate that left, and it was amazing having the room to myself.
Oh, I met people who has like roommates who didn't show up or roommates who were like, quit. You have your whole room, so you can move around and everything like that.
Yeah.
But didn't you like had it for like a month and then you had a new roommate or something like that?
No, I don't think I ever got a new roommate.
Oh,
Every time it was like it looked like I was gonna get one, and then it never happened, which is impressive. Because I think I had it for 3 years, where I ended up in the spring semester without a roommate. I think I'm trying to remember, but it's been so long I don't remember anymore. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
that is kind of cool because you can be comfortable, do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's like it's all my room. It's all by itself. The bed's still there, but obviously it doesn't have any of the coverings or anything.
My storage.
And it's like I could have more stuff there if I wanted to, but obviously I'm not gonna do it because then it's just like I didn't want to. It's like I already have my stuff like organized. I don't need more. It was just nice because now I don't have to think about that room anymore. So if I wanted to stay up and just keep watching stuff, it's like cool. I don't have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the cool part. But as I was saying with the bathroom situation, still kind of same. I always at least had one roommate that was still the same in the 2 years that was having a shared bathroom. And then my final year living in the dorms was when I was in the first floor in the first door, and it was amazing. Just like, oh my god, I can get out and get in and out quick.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing. And he eventually leaves because like he has money, and also he has a scholarship, and so he eventually gets his own apartment. Just like, oh, okay, cool for you. And I get the dorm to myself. And every time I was looking at it, I was like, am I gonna get a new roommate? Am I gonna get a new one? Never happened, thankfully. And so I was by myself, and it was amazing. And it was also with a community bathroom, and it was just across, just 2 rooms down. So I was like, this is really close. It was awesome. Oh, speaking of which, when I was living in the co bathroom situation,
yeah,
I eventually figured out the key to the community bathroom. So I basically used that bathroom every time instead of my own. Even though I basically paid money to have my own bathroom, even though it's not really my own bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And what's the benefit?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Like,
so the thing is, it's all the same floor, but at the very end of those floors, that's where everybody has their own private bathroom, except you're sharing it with the room across.
mm-hmm.
So you either clean it or you hire somebody to clean it for you. That's the deal. But the thing is, none of us hired anybody to clean it. None of us cleaned it.
Okay.
So it's always kind of dirty-ish. Now, it's not like to the point it's like nobody wants to use it. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I eventually realized like there's a pee stain on the bottom of that toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, I never thought about it. Until they eventually cleaned it. I'm like, holy fuck, this is clean. What kind of animal have I been? Like, all right, okay, all right. It's like, because I don't think about it. Right?
No,
But with a community bathroom, the thing is, the community bathroom's clean every week, at least. I think even daily.
So you're saying you like that because it's always clean? So
yeah, it's always clean and everything. They had multiple bathrooms, multiple showers.
So you're telling me
it was way more worth
it because you get away from paying extra to get your own restroom.
Yeah.
That you have to clean yourself or hire somebody.
Yeah.
So the public restroom was more like I can go in and out. Although I'm sharing with other people. However, I don't think really clean it.
Yeah.
Just pick up what I need to pick up.
Yeah.
And it'll be fresh and clean.
Yeah.
Assuming you get it fresh shots.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's why it was the best. The only thing was, again, at least with your own personal bathroom, you can change into your room quick because you just had to open the door.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had the community bathroom, you'd have to walk across the hallway to get to it. And it was locked, which kind of a safe thing to do anyway. Because, girls and boys, same hall, but, own keys. And, you don't want to worry about anybody getting assaulted for any reason. So that was the only thing about a community bathroom that somewhat sucked, but it was well worth it.
Okay.
So that I love the community bathroom the most. Only because at least in the places I was at, well kept,
Yeah.
well kept, and it was nice. I did worry with the showers, like getting a staph infection, but at the same time, like
Oh, you know what I'm Yeah.
at the same time, it's like
That's what you wear,
that's
like your
why
chanclas,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, the sandal thing.
That's the only thing I regret not wearing chanclas.
Why?
Because, well, I don't know. It could be either because of work, because I used to mop the floors all the time. And I always had wet tennis shoes every freaking day because I'll close
Mm.
to 1 in the morning.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, when I started going taking showers at the school, my feet were starting to like peel off everything like that.
Your
That
what?
was weird. My feet,
Mhm.
they started like peeling off in the on the toes and everything like that. And I was like, what the hell? So I couldn't determine like, was it because of work, and I had to take because I'll be at work
Mhm.
an hour to 3 hours with wet shoes, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh,
Or because the floors and the roommates and infection, whatever. That was I was like, man, I should have worn chanclas, or man, I should have worn like uh, get a pair of fresh shoes and fresh socks every time I mop the floor or whatnot. But yeah, the showers, I always I guess recommend wearing chanclas for anybody else. But you know what, dude? Also about apartments, not apartments, the dorms. One thing that I remember was this one time I was on my computer, minding my own business, and I'm reading, and there's like little manga strips. Oh, okay, cool. And it's like getting darker, darker. Not the lighting, but more like the scenery, right?
what do you mean?
Like the vibe of darkness.
What are
And
you
I was
talking about
just
darkness?
reading. I was just reading right there, like a little manga,
Uh-huh.
and it's scrolling, and scrolling, and I didn't take notice that I wasn't even scrolling anymore. It was scrolling itself, and I'm just reading, reading, and then there's this one part that says, and the man looks back again
Mhm.
and looks at the lady, and the lady says something, and the guy says something back.
Mhm.
The guy turns around, whatever, and then hears something. Hey, he turns around, and the fucking page, I guess I had like an automatic page
Okay.
scroll. The fucking lady goes like a pop up.
Mhm.
And I freaking screamed. I never screamed like that before. I was like, ah! Dude, I woke up the fucking half of the floor. Like, light turned on. And then my friend was like, hey, you okay, Albert? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Sorry. I was like, holy fuck, that scared the
you were
fuck.
probably
I was not expecting that at all.
You were reading a manhwa. I know this because I've heard of something like this. I've seen it. Yeah, it's trippy. It's scary as hell. Oh fucking!
I
God.
mean, if you look at it frame by frame, it's not scary at all. But because your brain or your experience, you don't expect that.
Yeah, because it's kind of new,
dude.
It's kind of new.
But oh my!
The fact that you didn't notice it was
God.
scrolling on its own, and then eventually, because it auto does it for you. Some of them,
Mhm.
and it's amazing. But it also freaks you the fuck out because
Oh yeah, because
you don't expect.
I was
you
getting
don't
into it. I was
expect
like, oh, what's going on? What's going? Like that scream! Oh my
Yeah.
god! I never screamed like that, dude. I was like
Yeah.
embarrassed, dude. But that's crazy, dude. That was
I've
college was
seen
pretty
those.
cool.
I don't scream out loud, but the thing is, I think in terms of survivability, it depends on the situation. But one of us would definitely live longer because either A, you scream and then they find you and they kill you, or B, you
They
scream.
give me time to
Yeah,
go
or
to a hiding spot or leave
yeah,
or
or
whatnot.
B, other people come and find you and help you out, get out of the situation, or they just like run around or run away because well, that's where the danger is. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But in your case, your roommates checked up on you, which like, hey, that's kind of nice. Like they kind of didn't even think about it. It's like, wait, if he's screaming, something happened.
Yeah.
And like, I should get away from there. But no, your roommate's like, you okay?
It's like one of those shows when they break fourth walls or whatnot,
Yeah.
and they hear screams and no, actually, a movie did it too, but
Yeah.
Vines was like, um, let's say it when I say a black person, right? in the
Yeah.
movies. They hear
Oh,
sound. Oh, nope. I know what happens. Oh, the black man always dies first.
yeah, the
And then
stereotypes. Yeah,
the stereotype. Here you go, stereotypes.
yeah.
And the white parents are like, "Oh, somebody's yelling for help. Let's go," or something like that. I don't know. But
Yeah.
well, anyways, we're reaching already our time limit. But
Yeah.
have fun talking.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Bring back old memories and some memories that I forgot about
There,
too.
there was good points to college, but there's so much bad.
College. Oh my god,
It was just the
college is
stress.
college.
Of
College is not what I thought.
yeah, most people are gonna say that for sure. And the problem was just the fact that
But perspective wise, it
it's
depends what
more
you're talking
like you
about.
were a big fish in a small pond, and then you finally went into a bigger pond. It's like, oh, I'm not shit.
And then you go to a bigger pond. You're like,
No, that's what college was.
no,
Big pond.
no, yeah, college is like big
Because high
pond.
school was like, I'm doing pretty good, and all I do is show up. Cool. Because I never studied at all.
Oh, me neither.
And then college came in, and I was like, you better study your ass.
But some people say just because you fail and you were like the best doesn't mean anything. It means that you're studying the wrong things already. It's a
No,
different aspect of how to study.
to me, the way I took it was that the way high school was preparing you and the way college is did not meet up.
No, the schools we went to, bro,
Yeah,
they were just teaching you how to test. That's it.
that's usually what everybody's saying about it. And the thing is, like,
But it's true though, cause
they weren't teaching you in a way where like you want to like learn something yourself. They were teaching you in a way where you knew what's the fastest way to get the answer without
Well,
doing that much work. Because
no,
this is way too
not
much
only
work.
that.
Because
That you think that's how they taught you?
let's face it, I'm 2 years apart from technically
A year.
no 2 years because I flunked the grade. Remember?
No, yeah, of course. That's
Yeah.
one
So
year.
that's why like there could have been a stronger difference because you were in a special program. I was not.
Hmm.
You had the gear up program.
I care was a piece of blah. But
I assume a lot of things.
what
were.
I was trying to say is,
Well, we could talk about that in the next
oh yeah,
podcast episode.
okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
If I remember to talk about that.
I mean,
And yes, this podcast is not a single theme. We're like, oh, let's just talk about school and that's it. We'll talk about everything and anything. I don't like just talking one single theme.
I
I
kind
like
of like
just
the
let it
idea
flow.
of it.
Start talking about
I
something
like the
and
idea
then let it
of-
flow.
Yeah.
Even if it's going to a whole different direction.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been my brother's podcast. Whatever we're calling it.
No, we call it Abelish and B.
I thought we were gonna change it. But
We change it. That's been fine.
'cause I always thought we were staying with my brother's podcast, and then we just changed it to a different one, and then you went with Abelish and B.
Abelish and B. I only did Abelish and B because
Yeah.
the one's Zoom, which
the one Zoom thing.
they will never see, or I mean, they never saw it. Because I only took the audio from the Zoom call. And your name was Abelish Cabino. I was like, okay, I'll take Abelish and put B. Because I don't want to put Abelish and AA.
Yeah.
So Abelish and B, whatever. But yeah, okay. So yeah, have a great day, guys. And for us, tomorrow is February, and second month of the year, 2022. See how it goes.
Mhm.
So, laters.
Definitely more stories.